Coming up on the Oregon News Daily Update, we'll introduce you to Susan Reekie-Smith, Springfield's newest superintendent. Oregon baseball gets set for one game series against the Beavers. We'll take a look at the weather around Oregon. All that and more starting now. No charges will be filed against a Springfield driver who killed 3 children in February. AP reports that Lane County prosecutors have announced that they will not file charges against 68-year-old Larry LaThorpe in connection with the collision that left 3 children dead and their mother seriously injured. After the crash, LaThorpe stopped and cooperated with investigators. A breath test indicated that he had not been drinking. The district attorney says the accident was a result of LaThorpe's inattentiveness, which does not rise to the level of criminal behavior. In other news, Susan Reekie-Smith may not be a new face in town, but now she is on a bigger stage in Springfield. As acting superintendent, she has taken the helm of the district for the remainder of the school year. She says there won't be many changes, but has created a Twitter account in an effort to help keep parents up to date with what is going on in the district.
Let's communicate in the way that people want to get their news, and if it's something that they want to know more about, there's a way to find out about it. If not, great. They know what's going on in the district and they can move on with their day.
Reekie-Smith says that the Bethel superintendent is the only other superintendent in the area using Twitter to get news out. On Saturday, Oregon football fans got a first look at what is expected to be another successful Duck team in the annual spring scrimmage. But the game wasn't the only aspect of the event that was a success. Food for Lane County raised a total of 65,254 pounds of food at the event. That's the second largest haul of all time. The food was donated by fans at the gates of Autzen. Food for Lane County resource developer Brad Basie says the students seem to play a larger part in making donations this year. Basie estimates that the food donated should last for the next 4 months. Fans also donated $1,400 in cash. Every dollar equals 3 meals, according to Basie. Coming up after the break, baseball gets set for a Civil War showdown. We'll take a look at what's happening on today's sports calendar, plus a look at the latest weather forecast. We're back in 30 seconds.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours.
Dr. King, what's your next move?
In March from Selma to Montgomery.
Selma is loud for every man, woman, and child.
We will not wait any longer.
In front of a crowd.
Mine eyes have seen the glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Oregon baseball hopes to bounce back from its disappointing loss to Stanford on Sunday as the team takes on the Oregon State Beavers at 6 p.m. in Corvallis. Josh Graham will take the mound for the Ducks after serving a 3-game suspension for a violation of team rules. Recently, Graham has been a lone bright spot in a pitching rotation that has struggled mightily this season. There are 2 teams played a series earlier this year in PK Park, with the Ducks taking 2 out of 3. The 1-game series tonight will actually count as a non-conference game, but both teams need the win as they try to keep their postseason hopes alive. Ducks aren't the only team in action today. Let's take a look across today's sports calendar, starting things off on the ice. For the 3rd straight postseason, the Minnesota Wild trail the Chicago Blackhawks 0-2. The Wild won both of the previous Game 3s against the Blackhawks and are hoping for a similar result tonight at 5 p.m. Later, the Calgary Flames have some digging to do of their own after getting in an 0-2 hold of the Western Conference's top-seeded Anaheim Ducks. That game is slated for 7:30. On the hardwood at 5 p.m., the Atlanta Hawks will try and even its series with the Washington Wizards at 1 apiece, while the Memphis Grizzlies search for an answer against the newly crowned NBA MVP Steph Curry. Curry had 22 points and 7 assists as the Warriors routed the Grizzlies in Game 1. And finally on the diamond, Jesse Chavez searches for his first win with the Oakland A's this season at 5:10 against a Minnesota Twins squad going for its 6th straight win. The Seattle Mariners' James Paxton tries to find his groove versus the Angels at 7:05. And for the sake of my 0-4 fantasy team, I wish Andrew Kashner and the Padres the best of luck as they take on the Giants at 7:10. Now it's time to take a look at the weather across the I-5 corridor. We'll start things off right here in Eugene. This past weekend may have been beautiful, but I think it'd be a good idea to remember where you left your jacket. High temperatures may only get into the upper 50s, and there's about a 50% chance of showers today. Moving on up to the Rose City, we should see similar weather with showers likely and the possibility of thunderstorms after 11 a.m. Down in sunny Medford, Oregon, you can expect highs nearing 70 degrees. There will be some clouds in the sky, but don't fret because the rain is going to hold off until tomorrow. So be sure to get out there and enjoy the sun while you still can. That'll just about do it here on the Oregon News Daily Update. Don't forget, a new update comes your way every Monday through Thursday on the UO's Newsroom website. For all of us here at Oregon News, I'm Matt Scotton. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.